There is a phrase that I hear all of the time. I just want that glow back. And most of the time, what follows is a conversation about skincare. New creams, better serums, maybe a different routine. Something that promises to bring that youthful look back. But here's what I've noticed, both in my own life and in the women that I work with every day. When that glow starts to fade, it usually doesn't start at the skin level. It shows up first as low energy. Maybe sleep isn't solid, maybe stress hits a little harder than it used to, weight starts shifting in ways that don't quite make sense, and somewhere along the way, the mirror becomes the place where all of that shows up at once. So we try to fix what we can see, and that makes sense because it's right there in front of us. But the truth is, what most people call a midlife glow isn't something that you can put on your skin. It's something that shows up when your body is actually working well. When your blood sugar is steady, when inflammation isn't running the show, when you're sleeping, recovering, and fueling your body in a way that it recognizes as support, not stress. That is when your skin changes. That's when your eyes look different. That's when people start saying, I don't know what you're doing, but you look good. And it's not because of a product, it's because your body is in a better place. So in this video, I want to shift the way we think about that word glow. Not as something that we chase on the outside, but as something that naturally shows up when things on the inside start making sense again. I think part of the confusion here is that we've been taught to think about skin as its own separate thing, like it lives in its own little world. You cleanse it, you moisturize it, you protect it, and if something's off, you just need better products. And don't get me wrong, taking care of your skin matters. I'm not throwing skincare out the window. But what I am saying is that the skin is not where the story starts, and that there is an internal and an external approach here. Your skin is a reflection. It's one of the fastest ways that your body shows what's going on underneath the surface, whether things are working well or something is a little off. And this becomes especially noticeable in midlife, because this is a stage where your body is a little less forward forgiving. The things that used to slide by don't slide by the same way anymore. Blood sugar swings, you'll see it. Chronic stress, it shows up. Poor sleep for a few nights in a row, your face will tell you before anything else does. And then we're told to fix it with some topical. So we end up spending time, energy, and money trying to smooth over something that's actually coming from deeper inside the system. This is where the shift starts to happen. Because when you begin to understand that your glow is tied to things like metabolic health, inflammation, and recovery, you stop chasing quick fixes on the surface, and you start paying attention to the signals. You start asking better questions, not what product do I need now, but what is my body trying to tell me right now? And that question alone changes everything. Because now you're not fighting your body, you're actually starting to work with it. Over the years, working hands-on with thousands of women in my wellness center, I have had a front row seat to this. And I can tell you, there's a difference that you can feel. There are women who come in with every product lined up perfectly. They're consistent, they're taking care of their skin, they're doing all the right things on the surface. Something still looks tired. And then there are women who might be doing less on the outside, but their skin has a different quality to it. It's clearer, it has more life to it. There's softness, but also a brightness that's hard to explain unless you've seen it over and over again. What I started to notice years ago was this. That difference had very little to do with what they were putting on their skin, and everything to do with what was happening inside their body. You could almost learn to predict it. If someone was dealing with constant stress, they would see it. If sleep was off, it showed up quickly. If blood sugar was all over the place, their skin would reflect that instability. And on the flip side, when things started to stabilize internally, the skin changed. Not overnight and not dramatically all at once, but steadily it looked calmer, more even, and more resilient. And that's what really most people are trying to get back to when they say they want that glow. They're not just talking about shine or hydration. They're talking about a kind of vitality. And that vitality is tied very closely to how well your body is managing energy, how stable your blood sugar is, how much inflammation is circulating, how well you're recovering at night, because your skin is constantly renewing. It's one of the most active systems in your body, and when the internal environment is supported, that process works the way that it's supposed to. When it's not, you start to see the slowdown. Instead of chasing that glow from the outside in, what I've seen time and time again is that it comes back when you support the body from the inside out. So what does this actually look like in real life? Because this isn't about overhauling everything or chasing another perfect routine. In most cases, it's a handful of patterns that have quietly drifted. And your skin is just responding to that drift. I see these a lot. Meals get a little more inconsistent. Maybe we're eating less during the day and more at night. Sleep gets pushed aside because there's always something else to finish first. Stress becomes the background noise that we stop noticing, even though the body hasn't. And none of this feels extreme, it just feels like life. Over time, those small patterns start to stack, and the body starts to shift into a more reactive state instead of a supportive one. Blood sugar becomes less steady, recovery isn't strong, inflammation quietly creeps up, and again, the skin reflects that. Not because anything is necessarily wrong, but because the body is adapting to the environment that it's been given. So the shift isn't about doing more, it's about gently bringing a few things back into alignment. Making sure you're eating in a way that actually supports stable energy, not just getting through the day on caffeine and willpower. Prioritizing sleep, not perfectly, but more intentionally. Because that overnight repair is where a lot of that glow actually gets built. Creating small pockets in your day where your body can come out of that constant stress response, even if it's just for a few minutes at a time. And fueling your body in a way that reduces inflammation instead of constantly adding to it. These aren't big, dramatic changes, but they're very meaningful ones. When those pieces start to come together, you don't have to chase the glow. It just starts to show up on its own. If you've been feeling like your glow has faded a little bit, I just want to offer you a different way to look at that. It's probably not that your skin suddenly forgot how to glow. It is that your body is asking for a little more support. And the good news in that is that this is something that you can influence, not with another product, not with a more complicated routine, but by paying attention to the things that actually create that vitality in the first place. Fueling your body, how you're resting and recovering, how much stress you're carrying, and whether you're giving your body any space to come out of it. Because when those pieces start to come together, you don't just look different, you feel different. There is more steadiness, more energy, and more clarity. That is the kind of glow that people start to notice. Not because it's perfect and because it's real. If this resonates with you, don't feel like you need to change everything overnight. Just start paying attention to one small thing at a time. Start connecting the dots between how you feel and what your body might be asking for. Because that glow that you're looking for, I promise it's not gone. It's just waiting for the right conditions to come back. And as always, be good to yourself, be good to others, and keep loving life over 50.